So Amy, tell us more detail about how exactly it works. Obviously, people have access to Sprift at the moment, so they're aware of your market reports, key facts for buyers. So where does this functionality sit within your system?
It sits within the same platform. So you basically, if you upgrade, you have access to Sprift Campaigns. It's all in the same place, which makes it really, really easy. But Sprift Campaigns is basically and fundamentally a full-on prospecting tool and product. So we have all your daily triggers in there. So sales triggers, lettings triggers. We have obviously on and off market campaigns that you can build. So targeted off market. So if you want to send direct mail to all of the, or postcards to all of the 4-bed detached houses in a certain road, in a certain council tax band that have got a certain length of residency. I mean, you can drill it right down and do real targeted campaigns, or you can keep it really wide and send out bulk, direct mails to everybody in a certain area. So you can kind of really go as targeted or non-targeted as you want, along with your daily triggers that you obviously can set and choose that you want to send out each day or each week, depending on how you work. And then alongside that, obviously, you've got your recent successes. So you can send out your 2020 campaign sold in the street. So all the usual stuff. There's just a few twists.
So the beauty of it is your data is so detailed that we can target by house type as well, can't we?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
we're
goodness, there's at least 15 different filters, at least somewhere between 15 and 20, I think, different filters that you can really drill down.
Amazing. Because just the other day I was trying to filter down to bungalows, for instance, because people have specific requirements. Not every system allows you to do that. Some people only let you do it by house type in terms of detached, semi-detached, but Sprift is all about detailed data.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to drill down to exactly what your specific client's needs are. So for off-market properties, this is a dream, isn't it?
I think the thing is, Sprift has become a bit of and what we want is it's a one-stop shop, and that's a really cheesy line, and I hate that, but it's becoming, we're research, we're business winning reports, we're trackable reports. We had some prospecting elements to us before, but now we have a full-on prospecting. So we're just building the whole journey. And we're becoming a website where you can kind of go to do everything as an estate agent that hopefully you need to generate more business and get more valuations. So yeah, that's the bottom line.
So I mentioned before that this sort of data space at the moment is extremely interesting. There's lots going on there, and we're not going to name any competing products, if you like, but there are other products in the marketplace that either claim to do the same thing or may be doing similar sort of things. And each agent has their own sort of needs and reasons for going with those suppliers. But how does your product differ principally from what we might see out there on the market today?
I think there's this real two real standouts for me that certainly for me, when I've been speaking to agents and getting feedback on this initially, they're the two that really I suppose spike the interest. The first one is we're whole of market data. Okay, so we are, as far as we're aware, the only platform and product that has access to whole of market address match data. So I'm talking all four main portals, but Rightmove, On the Market, Zoopla, and Boomin. Okay, as far as we're aware, we're the only solution that has whole of market address match functionality. The other biggie, which is a real exclusive, I suppose, to Sprift, is QR codes. So everybody loves our market appraisal report and buyers reports. And QR codes came real into fashion again during COVID.
We're back we're in the era of QR.
Yeah, I mean, my mum,
we had
scanning
them, I think,
those
in the
QR
early
codes.
2000s, and then they disappeared, and now they are back with.
They are back, and with the force, and everyone is scanning QR codes again. So we were like, okay, there's something in this. And again, feedback with agents, and we had agents coming to us saying, can we generate a QR code from your report? There's something in this. So all of our letters and postcodes, and on Sprift Campaigns, all of them have a QR code. That QR code opens up the report for that homeowner's house. So like I said right back at the beginning, for the first time ever, you can now prospect really in depth for the first time homeowner with information about their house. So the QR code is on the letter, on the postcard.
They
They scan it,
a
and it
wider
opens
report
up.
will open up.
And it opens up a fully branded report to that estate agent. So Normie and Co. They scan the QR code, up pops the Normie and Co. Property report for that property with all that in-depth, real juicy data and information. And the homeowner is just stood there like, oh wow. And obviously there's the personalization pages. So there's a bit about the estate agents in there. There's reviews, testimonials. So it's a really nice introduction. It's something so different. But the best thing about
it's really neat, because your postcard, the real estate of that postcard is quite limited, because you can't fit everything in there.
No, it's like headline stuff.
Yeah, and to say to somebody, go to www and do that is too complicated, but scanning it is a great idea. And
the best bit, which I think you'll like, David, is it's tracked.
Oh, so you can see when they've interacted with it.
Yeah, exactly that. So we have alerts, as our current customers will know, and agents work with. All of our reports are tracked, and you get an alert coming into your inbox every time they click on the interactive report. So we've taken that to the next level with the QR codes and Sprift Campaigns, in that all of so if you send out 100 direct mails one morning, you could come in the next morning, well, I say in a week after it's been printed, posted out, you could come in and have literally, well, I don't know how many, we're very intrigued to see how many people are actually going to click on these QR codes, open them up.
It's great, because whether they pick up the phone to you or not, as an agent, if you know that they've looked at it, you stand half a chance of keeping that potential seller engaged. These are the people that you want to talk to. The people that pick up a flyer, tear it up, put it in the bin, never engage, are probably very cold prospects. But anybody that scans on that barcode, opens up a report instantly, that's a very warm prospect. That's somebody that you can talk to in the future for sure.
And speaking to marketing people within agencies, and what's really frustrating about direct mails and prospecting and off-market targeted sort of tout letters, is that you can't track it. You don't know how successful that campaign is. You've got no idea who's opened the letters, who's read the postcards, who's thrown it straight into the recycle bin. So at least if out of 100 direct mails that went out to a certain area, that 56 of them opened up their QR code, okay, great, 56% hit rate, brilliant. Obviously the ones that open it, you can then cross-reference with your CRM and check who's opened it. Okay, who have you got contact details for? How many of those 56 people have you got contact details for, that you can then ring that day, the next day, and say, hi, we popped you out a postcard, a letter. I noticed you opened up your property report. What did you think?